Hello, everybody. My name is Teacher Paul, and today we are going to study present perfect tense. But first, we are going to have a warmer called speed interview. So I'm going to call on 5 students that have questions that they can ask me about anything. You can ask me about anything. So first, so raise your hand and I'll call on you to ask a speed question for our speed interview. So let's start over here. Uh, I am from America, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in the United States. Good question. Very good. How about we go over on the other side of the room? Over here. Remember to raise your hand, please. Yes. I have been living in Thailand for over 3 years. Good question. Next question. Yes. Yes, I do. I have a family. I have 3 children. Very good. And fourth question here on this side, way down at the end. Yes, I have been teaching English for over 11 years, but I first started teaching 20 years ago. I owned an English and business school in China with 2 Chinese partners. And the last question, go ahead. Um, what do I? What are my hobbies? I like to spend time with my children, and we love to travel together. So, great job. That was a great warmer to start up with. So today we're going to be learning present perfect, what it looks like, how to use it, and when to use it. Okay. Now, everyone needs to take notes. And this is going to be your knowledge assessment as well. I'm going to be calling on you during the class, but also I'm going to walk around at the end of the class is finished and check everybody's notes, make sure you took notes and you have a knowledge assessment. And also, we're going to have an assessment at the end. I'm going to call on you to answer some questions. So, present perfect tense. What is it? Present perfect tense, okay, is used to express past events that has present consequences. Okay, so we're going to talk about more of that later. So we're going to talk about what it looks like, how to use it, and when to use it. If you're uncomfortable with using present perfect tense in English, it's understandable. We all are, right? Even native speakers confuse it sometimes. There are probably a few reasons why. There are those nasty, irregular verbs that are in the past participle form, and maybe you're unsure when to use present perfect and past simple tenses. So even if you are quite good at using present perfect, it's definitely worth reviewing this tense to jog that memory. So that's an idiom. Does anybody know what jog that memory means? It means to remind yourself. That's right. So the first thing is the grammatical structure that we're going to go over, and it looks like this. We have the subject plus have or has plus main verb, and the main verb is in the past participle. Okay, so then I want to talk about the subject. The subject, you can use a proper noun or a pronoun. Okay, I, she, they. So have or has is the auxiliary verb, and it is unstressed. But you can use it as a contraction. Can anybody give me an example of a contraction with the pronoun I? Okay, Ives. That is correct. Very good. Well done. So we'll talk more about these soon. So let's move on to the main verb. The main verb is in the past participle. This is no problem for regular verbs. The past participle form is the same in simple verbs as in regular past tense verbs. For example, we have present simple watch, past simple watched, past participle watched. Then we have laugh in the present simple, laughed in the past simple, and past participle is laughed. And then we have dance in the present simple, danced in the past simple, and the past participle is dance. So even some irregular verbs use the same past simple verb for the past participle form, and I wanted to show you that. So we have present simple have, past simple has, and past participle has. And if we take the word when, the present simple is when, the past simple is when, and the past participle is won. Okay? But then we get into the irregular verbs. And I just wanted to give you an example. Go is present simple, past simple is went, and gone or been is the past participle. Okay? So, can anyone think of some more examples of so we'll leave that. Can anyone think of some more examples of irregular verbs? Okay, irregular verbs. Present simple. Let's mark on here present simple. Okay, present simple. Past simple. And present perfect. Or past participle, we'll put. Past participle. Okay, so let's think of some words. Yes, can you answer for me? Fly. That's right. Fly. We have fly. What is the past simple of fly? Here. Good job. Yeah, flew. Flew. What is the past participle of fly? How about over here? We're going to go over here. It is flown. Very good. Good job. So let's do one more. How about I'll give you do. What is the past simple of do? Did. Very good. How about back there? What's the past participle of do? It's done. Very good. Good job. Well done. So, first, the present perfect, we need to polish up on some of our irregular verbs, right? We all do. We have to polish up on them. And let's get back to the present perfect form. We still have the subject plus have or has plus the main verb in the past participle. So I have wrote some sentences on the board. I have asked my parents to loan me some money. Who can tell me what is the the words that are in the present perfect form? Yes, right here. I have asked. Very good. Is asked a regular verb or irregular verb? Here. It's a regular verb. Very good. The next sentence. You have been helpful today. So, how about here? What is the present perfect form for words? You have been. Very good. So, is that in the so is that a regular verb or irregular? Irregular, right? Have been. Okay, so very good. And also the last one, he has saved enough money to buy a car. So how about over here on this side of the room? That's right. Uh, he has saved. Very good. Irregular or regular verb? It's a regular verb. Very good. Well done. So moving on to now, before I give you some more examples, let's talk about when the past simple tense and when to use the present perfect tense, because this is the most confusing part is when to use it. Okay? So I want you to think of finished time. Which, when we have finished time, would that be past simple or would that be past simple or present perfect? That's past simple. That's right. Very good. So, um, past. So we have finished time. So, what are some words that we could use that talked about finished time? Here, yesterday. That's right. Very good. Any others? Okay, let me help you. Last week. Any others? There you go. You got it down. Last year. Good. Any others? Last month. Very good. Good job. So now, when we talk about present perfect, I want you to think of what we call unfinished time. What are some words we use to talk about unfinished time? Anybody? Anybody? Yes, here. Today. Very good. Any others? You might need a little help with this. This week, I'll give you some help. Good. This month, very good. Let's raise our hands. How about one more over here? This year, very good. That's right, because we haven't finished all those yet. Those are unfinished time. Good job. So, perfect. So present perfect. In order for it to work, we have to think about it in unfinished time. And we also have negative forms. We've been talking about positive forms, but we also have negative forms. Does anybody know which word we would use to talk about negative forms? Does anybody know? Well, I am going to give you the structure. It is the word not, right? So we have the subject, okay, plus have or has, plus not, plus main verb. And the main verb is in the past participle. Okay, very good. So, one sentence. This month, I haven't visited him at all. Okay, so I use the contraction. I want to remind you, if you want to speak like a uh, a native English speaker, you want to use contractions. All right, so I used haven't. You could say I this month I have not visited him at all, and you would still be correct, but try to use contractions. And I just want to emphasize that as much as I can. So, and moving on to our last part, um, we also have to use questions. Okay, we have questions in present perfect, and I want to give you the form of the questions. Okay, so the form of the questions would be, okay, have or has, plus subject, plus main verb in the past participle. Okay, an example of a question for that, he has cleaned the bathroom. Okay, he has cleaned the, oh, sorry, has he, I apologize. Has he cleaned the bathroom? It's a question. Has he cleaned the bathroom? It's in the present perfect. Have you eaten enough? Right? Because they're maybe not done eating. And the last one, has it rained today? So these are questions that we may ask. So there is a lot to think about when we're using the present perfect tense. I hope this lesson has at least made you clear on the basics of present perfect. Uh, and so to wrap up our lesson, I'm going to ask some questions. The first question is, how do you change the present perfect positives to negatives? We haven't called much back here at this one. What do we add? What word? Not. Very good. Good job. And when do we use unfinished time? How about straight back in the back? Right in the back here. Unfinished time, we use present perfect. That is good job. Very good. And when do we use finished time? It should be simple. And I even gave a hint right here. We use present simple. Very good. That is all I have for today. I want to thank everyone for a great class. You did an excellent job. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Thank you for a great lesson. See you next time.